We're back exploring downtown Toronto. And we have a spa appointment at the Ritz-Carlton. The video, of course, is of the common amenities, as no filming is allowed in the spa. Inside the changing room, you had access to a steam room, a sauna, a hot tub, and a lounge. The facilities are clean and pleasant, and as you can see on the Wednesday that we visited, not busy. I'm not a frequent spa goer, so it would be difficult for me to review the massage experience. Although I got some rest and relaxation, so I guess it served its purpose. Whenever I walk into a spa, I always get random thoughts popping into my head. Like, who composes this weird spa music, and was it their calling? And why does spa music always have ambiguously Asian-sounding instruments? Then I wonder, in Asia, when they go to the spa, are they listening to Western music? It is weird that we're wearing face masks in the hot tub. They weren't exactly required, but they are in the common areas. We've come to Witchwood Barns, near Toronto's Casaloma, to do some glass blowing. This heritage building was renovated in 2008 and is now home to artist Live Work Studios. The barn hosts art studios, farmers markets, and even a theater. Our glass blowing lesson at Playing with Fire was hosted by Mina Kostaneth. She is a Finnish-born glass artist working for over 25 years. As part of our package, we were able to choose 2 items created from glass. The first object is a heart. This is a first-person angle of myself making a glass heart. During the workshop, the instructor was picking up the glass from the oven, and we were involved in coloring and shaping it. As I pick up the metal rod, it needs to be in constant rotation as the glass is in liquid form on the end. Here there are a selection of pieces made from different chemicals that will color the glass. The melted glass at the end of the rod was almost of a sticky honey consistency. As the color pigmentation has an impact on the chemistry of the glass. Depending on the combinations and quantities, there may be impact to the structural integrity. After the color is picked up, the glass then moves to the second oven called the glory hole. This is where the glass is heated to be shaped. As the color chips are now melted, I am using a tool to then fold in the colors. Apart from the color choice, this stage is pretty random as you would not be able to choose a specific shape. You would see the finished product at the end of this video. I keep dipping the tool in water to keep it from sticking to the glass. At this stage, you can see that the glass went from very malleable to now quite hard. At this stage, Mina is casually stating that if molten glass touches your skin, it does not bounce, which means you would then have to peel it away from your skin.
Sometimes it just happens.
I guess that's why we signed the waivers.
You're taking all the piece over there and a little piece just flies off.
So when we return to the first oven, called the crucible, we are picking up more glass to finish off the piece. We can see now that the glass is larger at the end of the rod.
No, that doesn't need the water. Also, when you start doing
Now the glass will be shaped into a heart.
similar looking to this one, like that one, and that does not get dipped in the water. Please try to remember that. I'll remind you when we start. The only tool that is used to glide on glass so it hits and goes.
As the top end is pinched, you can see the bottom is beginning to droop. And I'm shaping the bottom into a heart shape.
That falls into the
You can see with the heat of the glass that the colors are barely perceptible.
Then what happens is the water, the beeswax in the water gets into the crapping tool, and they are going to start to leak. So we don't want that. So this is a hunk of beeswax here. And
I've let this glass making process roll almost unedited, as it takes about 5 to 6 minutes per piece. Sunglasses are worn to block UV and IR light coming from the glow of the ovens. The face shield is more of a COVID precaution, as you still need access to your mouth for glass blowing. It was also mentioned that these ovens are on indefinitely, save for some maintenance, which I took as a signal for some crazy overhead for this operation. When the shape is completed, all that's left is to release it from the rod. The final hit of the torch is to smooth out any rough edges. The final step is to put the piece in an annealer oven. This helps in the eventual cool down to room temperature. The second object we got to make is a cup. As there was more glass involved, you did notice the added weight at the end of the rod. The making of a cup required blowing to create a cavity in the glass. As the glass is ballooning, the bottom of the cup is also being formed.
Blow again softly to start with. And now a bit harder and harder. And now okay.
Here we're transferring the piece to another rod so we can form the opening of the cup. Of course, the glass again needs to be in constant motion to avoid it from being misshapen.
That's beautiful, that's green spot here. And take that tuck away. It won't ever fall if there's a catch there.
As the glass exits the glory hole, the opening of the cup can be carefully created. The glass is being opened up while being rolled, and this accounts to the funny crab walk you see here.
Start separating your legs, pushing upward, not tilting, but pushing up with both legs. That's good. Now come on up, I'll get you some. So you can see that
After another round in the glory hole, the opening of the cup is really taking shape. As the glass is hot, very little force is actually required for this step, and is more focused on technique. After the cup is created, you can see some of the colors here, but they get more vibrant as it cools down. Although more expensive than something like a wine and painting class, I would prefer glass blowing as it is truly a unique experience, which is educational, and you also come out of it with an object with some utility. Check out our finished creations. I won't tell you whose is whose, but let me know which one you think is best. I think they all turned out great.